What's good, y'all? What's the numbers TV? It's your boy Poe Rowe. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and like a video if you appreciate the content that Poe Rowe and What's the Numbers I provided. Today we back with another profile piece. This one is on Bris. In this video we're going to take a look at his early life growing up in Sacramento, California, where he was showing interest in music from an early age. Then we will talk about his music career, which dates back to 2016, and the different rap beefs he was engaged in. And lastly, we will focus on the Sacramento hip-hop scene before diving into the details surrounding the shooting death of Bris in June of 2020. Christopher Treadwell, better known as Bris, is from the fruit-rich section of Sacramento. Growing up, Bris was always a cool, laid-back kid that for some reasons didn't like school too much. He would start affiliating with some bloods from around his area and eventually drop out of high school. From there, he would focus on trying to hustle and get some money in the streets, but it wouldn't be as easy as he thought. Things like catching cases, going to jail, or losing friends to the system and death would start to become reality in Bris's life. His cousin Mac J would start rapping, and little by little start getting on Bris to rap also. At first, Bris would just play around with it, until 2016 when he would drop his first music video, Non-Stop. The video would do some numbers on YouTube and motivate Bris to start taking rap more serious. The new local buzz and rise in internet fame was a result of the people taking to his music in Sacramento. Bris would release a few more videos like Blue Check and Chains Off to solidify himself as a rapper. Next, he would link up with G-Man, another up-and-coming rapper with a nice buzz out of Sacramento. The two would join forces for their 1042 mixtape highlighted by the videos for Butt Naked and Blood Brothers. Those two videos combined have about 3 million views on YouTube. The success of that project would give Bris more fame and notoriety locally as the streets of Sac started to feel like he was one of the rappers from the city that was next up after Mozzie had blew up musically. Bris would start doing more promo and interviews to build his presence on the internet, along with going to LA with G-Man to promote the mixtape and upcoming projects they had in the works. Bris was becoming a big deal in the Sacramento music scene as a new face ready to take over. For years, artists like Mozzie and Lavish D was all you heard about in the city. But songs like Panhandling and Spark a Fuse would connect with his fans and put Bris in the lane of his own musically. It will also put a bigger target on his back. Enemies in the streets and rival rappers like Uzi Marcus would start to diss Bris and his hood consistently in music videos and on social media. Bris would talk about the hate he was receiving and crazy life he was living at the moment in certain interviews. He spoke about wanting to make a way out for him and his family and friends with his music. Bris fans would continue to fall in love with his personality, flow, and tricky dance moves that he displayed in his music videos. The dance moves gave him a different dynamic over some of the other rappers in the city who just showed guns and seemed too tough to dance in their rap videos. Bris' fan base was growing, and his career was headed in the right direction, when in October of 2019 the law sat him down for a few months for having a gun in his video. It broke the rules of his probation and Bris was sent to jail, putting a halt to his budding rap career. While in jail, Bris's buzz continued to grow. His views on YouTube continued to rise, and eventually Bay Area heavyweight Filthy Rich reached out to work with Bris. Once released from jail around April of 2020, Bris will be on the radar of certain labels who were in contact with him about potentially signing a record deal. Bris will shoot a video for the song Kamikaze with Filthy Rich and Mac J. He will also shoot a video for his solo song No Hammy, which will end up being the last video that he released while alive, because in June of 2020, Bris will be shot and killed in South Sacramento near the intersection of Fruit Ridge Road and Franklin Boulevard. The shooting was preceded by a car crash. Bris jumped out his car and ran across the street around a building where he was chased and killed. The sad footage of his girl finding him shot and of him running from his killers made its way to Instagram and YouTube. Bris's ops went live after his death, making jokes, and some still diss him till this day. In September, a few weeks after Bris's death, Sacramento police made arrests in the case when Moses Hirschfield, 19 of Sacramento, was arrested in North Sacramento and booked on homicide charges. The case is still pending and playing itself out in court, so we will have to see what the outcome will be. But it's safe to say Sacramento lost one of his most talented up-and-coming rappers that looked destined for greater things when they lost Bris. But yo, it's What's the Numbers TV is a quick profile piece of Christopher Treadwell, better known as Bris, out of Sacramento, Fruit Ridge. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to him, condolences to his family. He definitely an artist that I felt was destined for greater things. You know what I'm saying? It was probably only a matter of time before, he got with a label, you know what I'm saying, tightened up his business and was able to start making money off of music, you know what I'm saying, make him a career, help his family, help himself out, you know what I'm saying? But sadly, he got killed. I think he was around 24 years old, if I ain't mistaken. You know what I'm saying? But Sacramento got a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? It's like these other cities but you don't really hear about it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like the Chicago's, the Phillies, the Memphis, you know what I'm saying? All these different areas, Texas, but they got their own thing going on, but, you know, they don't got too, you really got Mozzie out of there, and you don't got too many, you got Lavish D still, he ain't really blow up, like, you know what I'm saying? You got Uzi Marcus, you know what I'm saying, who was beefing with Bris and all that, you know what I'm saying? But they ain't had this, they all got their style and all that, but, you know, Bris had the tricky dance moves, so he had a whole different spin to what he was doing, you know what I mean? So, like I said, I definitely felt he would have had destined for greater things, you know what I'm saying, if he wasn't killed. Now, like I said, they did catch somebody, supposedly that they got for the homicide. We got to see how that plays out. If it's guilty, not guilty, we got to wait and see. But, you know what I'm saying, that's all I really got for tricky dance moves. Bris, rest in peace to him. But, yo, it's What's the Numbers TV, man. Everybody that's supporting, I appreciate y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. We're trying to get to 50,000, man. About to hit 43K. Also, go follow the Instagram. The merch is up there, the Patreon, the membership, the email. And you know what I'm saying? I'll be back before you know it, man. It's Po Roll. We out of here, man. Peace.